Hey everybody, it's Carol Belling, and I am your instructor for Education 202 Field Experience. And I think this class is an awesome class. I know a lot of students the first thing they say to me is, oh, 30 hours, it's going to take forever. And it's so funny because they're done in like 6 weeks, and then they say, can I keep going? I really like it. Like, yes, you can keep going. In fact, I would. You can never spend too much time in a K-12 classroom if that's where you're going to make your career. You can never network too much. So, that being said, yes, you may go over your 30 hours because you might want to do that. Um, I think it's great if once you get it set up, you go in 4 hours a week and you'll hit your 30 with plenty of time. And then you can, then it's part of your routine. The teacher knows you're coming. They begin to expect you and rely on you and give you more exciting and challenging tasks, and then you learn more. I volunteer in a class every week for a couple of hours, and I just think I'm always learning. I'm always learning from whomever I'm working with, whatever class it is. So I rotate through all the grades, K through 8, and it's great. Get tons of experience and gives me something to talk about in class when I'm teaching. So I think that's helpful too. I think it kind of keeps me a little bit fresh, although not as fresh as someone who is actively in K-12 every day. I do miss those days. It was a lot of fun. I really loved teaching high school. Okay, so here we go. Office hours. So some of you will be taking 202 online and some of you will be taking them face-to-face. And so the office hours are posted here, but I'm also happy to meet with you in the evening on Zoom, which is like GoToMeeting. And it's really easy to do that. I just give you a meeting ID. You can click in using any device. It's fantastic. Once you use it, you're going to love it. Everybody does. And it's really funny that just not very many people know about it yet. I keep waiting because I've been using it for a couple of years. It's fantastic. All my contact information is here. This is not the co-rec anymore. I need to change that. Recommended co-rec. Recommended co-rec. And that'll be fixed. All right. So here are the dates. Everything is due on Monday of finals week, whether you're, oh wait, no, let's see. I think your class is on Wednesdays. Okay, so online is due Monday of finals week. If you're in the traditional class, our last class would be the Wednesday during finals week. But really, you're all going to have everything in the week before, and I'll explain that in class. But technically, our last meeting is the 14th of December. You can read through this stuff, nothing new. And if you're in my 201, a lot of my lack of a better word, rules are the same. Probably the most important thing is to know that you have to complete the 30 hours in order to pass the class. Period. End of story. So you have to do the 30 hours and you have to do enough points to pass, so you need to do the work that goes with it. Although it's very simple. I keep the book work very simple, and there's no book. I keep the coursework very simple. Basically reflections, and then you sort of share your experience so that others can learn from what you saw, the highlights of what you saw. Okay, grades are, what does it say? It's the first week, semester. Oh yeah, you need to log in first week and do your work, and that's how I put your financial aid participation points in. And then please don't try to submit late work or ask for late work. It's hard. It puts me in an awkward situation because it's not fair for the people who move mountains, which you know. With that, though, I will say that I have a late work policy for unusual circumstances, and so here I outlined that policy, so you can read through that. Here's the grading schedule, which is the same as 201. And then if you have a grade in Blackboard, once it's been there for 2 weeks, it's like cement, and I won't change it, but I'm willing to talk about grades prior to that 2-week window. And certainly if I made a typo, because I'm known to switch numbers. All right, so this course is a little bit different. If you are in my 201, you heard me talk about Lumen. If you're not, just disregard that sentence. But your information is all on this website. So there's no textbook for 202. You'll use this website to get all your information on assignments and content and lectures from me about having a good impression, making a good first impression in classroom, and being professional, and how to be reflective, blah, blah, blah. So this is like your textbook. Okay. Course calendars in Blackboard. Assignments due Monday at 5, which is the same in all of my classes. So if you're going to have me for any future classes, just mark down Mondays at 5, which means you should actually set your deadline for Saturday night before you go to bed. And that way your work is done. Everything in 202 is open early so you can see what's coming up. And then finish by Saturday night before you go to bed. You have Sunday off and you are not worrying about a Monday deadline. Okay, so that would be what I would recommend. And if you have a crisis on Saturday, you've got Sunday and Monday to get it fixed, like Blackboard crashes. Can you believe that would happen? Yeah. I really think you should work ahead in all your classes this semester. That's all I'm going to say about Blackboard. You should read something into that. Okay, so work ahead in your classes, work ahead in this class. And I think that's about it. So if you have any trouble sleeping, just print this out, put it next to your bed. You should have no problems falling asleep while you try to read the syllabus. I know it's not that exciting. Do read it though, and I look forward to working with you this semester. Talk to you soon.